Hey guys, so I have about 15 to 20 minutes to get ready. We're heading out for a friend's birthday dinner. Don't mind the mess, by the way. I've been packing, so I just have clothes on the bed because we are going to be heading out to Utah for about a week. So packing like a week's worth of clothes. Hair's still wet. I just got out of the shower. I know it's been a really long time. I've been like trying to vlog and like shoot for you guys, but it just hasn't felt like right, and I just haven't ended up really enjoying anything I've shot, and everything just always seemed very inconclusive. Is that a word? Like, it just seemed like I would randomly shoot like a quick little thing and then never really wrapping it up, which I know I can like clip a bunch of different clips together and turn that into a vlog, but I think my mind just has not been in the right place to like make content for you guys, and I want to get back into the groove. This isn't a makeup tutorial, guys. I know this feels like a throwback. It does. Anytime I do makeup on camera, I'm like, it's 16er. I've been feeling very like unattractive lately. I don't know. I think it's like the hair, and then also I do have an uneven eyelid now. Oh my gosh, I feel like I just haven't caught up with you guys on this channel, so it just feels like there's been a big gap. If you haven't been following me on my other channel and on my socials, we had to let Sammy go. I know, it's sad, and I know I say this so casually now because it's been like a couple months since. It happened May 5th, yes, Cinco de Mayo is when we had to say bye to him and had to cross the Rainbow Bridge. I hope you're having fun up there, Sammy, because I miss you so much. No, we are not crying. No, we are not crying. Why? No, I'm actually in a pretty good mood. But yeah, just being real with you guys. So point being why I mentioned that at all is because like I have an uneven eyelid now, which happened pretty much after he passed. I think I was crying so much, my eyelid just got like kind of swollen and just never went back to normal. So we have an uneven eyelid now. And you know, I don't really, it's not that I really do my makeup any differently, but I just notice it more. So not to say that like that's why I've been feeling unattractive, but I feel like it's just a mix of things. Like I've gained a few pounds, which I know a few pounds doesn't even sound like a lot. And as I talk, I really should be doing my makeup because multitasking, it's not my strong suit. I don't think it's a lot of people's strong suit. I think we just like to think that we're good at it. All right, let's just get some makeup on because at this point, we gotta get going. My hair is still wet, so I want Matt to be like, come on, let's go. He's actually like wrapping up some stuff too before we head off on this week-long trip. It's like a little family reunion because my sister's gonna be there, my parents, my brother, his wife, and you know, the nephews. We're just gonna stay in this nice Airbnb, actually like an hour north of Salt Lake City, where we're staying in our Airbnb. And I'm gonna try to vlog bits of the trip too. I mean, I'm not gonna be like obnoxious and all up in my family's face the entire time. Oh, why I'm like higher energy right now. Where is this coming from? I think I just missed you guys, you know. All right, so my skin hasn't been looking so bad lately. I'm happy about that. Like it's kind of improving because I was getting some little breakouts here and there. I mean, there's still like a little bit of scarring, but it's getting better, which makes me feel like, okay, maybe my body and system is kind of like resetting and hopefully what feels like waking is just bloat that's just taking a long time to go away. Come on, just go away. Like I feel like all my pants and everything are like fitting tighter, and that's always like, it's not so much that it makes me feel like I look so big or horrible. It's more like not comfortable wearing those clothes. And so, you know, anytime you wear clothes that just doesn't fit nice and loosely and comfortably, you're like, oh, thanks for reminding me, pants. It sounds like I'm just complaining about the way I look. That's not cool. I don't hate the way I look. I just feel like less attractive. That's all. You know, we all go through those phases, right? Like, and it's kind of to the point where I'm just like, I just throw on makeup, but I don't even feel like I look great with more makeup sometimes. Does anyone else feel this way? Am I just being weird? It's also been very hot, so I haven't been feeling like wearing a ton of makeup. So let's get a quick move on. But how have you guys been? There's like, I just want to update you guys on a bunch of stuff. I might have to do it like, well, maybe I could kind of do it now. It's like I'm like trying to like own my femininity again, because I think I veered away from that a bit for at least a few years, just trying to fit into this other mold of what I thought I should be. And it's just dumb, because it's like, I think there is power in being a woman. It's just silly. Like, why should we have to fit into this like masculine mold to feel like we're worthy and to feel like people will take us seriously? Like, that's so, it's antiquated. Okay, so what am I gonna do today? I don't even know. I'm like contemplating. Maybe let's just do brows first. I usually don't do brows before my eyes, but because I'm not sure what I want to do, I just want to like speak very openly about this. I'm sure you can tell I just haven't been taking any sponsorships lately. I've been extra particular, and I'm not gonna lie, like if we can land a good sponsorship, I'd be really excited about that. But you know, even before becoming an influencer or content creator, I just loved creating free content for you guys. Like, it really was just a fun passion, a creative outlet, and it's been so nice to let it be that again, you know? So that's also a part of the reason why I just didn't want to jump back into like, let me take a ton of sponsorships, because I don't want to like live in this like mindset of, you know, lacking. Like, we lack money, we lack resources. I didn't want to jump back in and have that mindset. Thank God for savings. I know not everyone has this luxury. So yeah, I am still unemployed. Been like trying to travel a bit more, which has been good. Just almost like kind of like trying to get back in the swing of it, because with flying especially, and then like traveling with other people in groups, it can be a little stressful. If it's just me and Matt traveling, we're so much more mobile. It's like we don't have to try to be mindful of everyone else and what they want to do or what they're comfortable with. We just kind of go with the flow, and it's easier. But when there's a group, you feel like you gotta plan things. You want to be like inclusive, but you also want to like do what you want to do. But I also enjoy it, because there's always gonna be that part of me that really enjoys like hosting people. So like whatever I can do to optimize the experience. I mean, for this Eden trip, I was like, let me just throw together a Google sheet, you know, kind of like an Excel sheet. And for our previous trip, we went to Jacksonville with a few of our friends. So like 2 other couples and a baby. So I was like, let me throw together a Google sheet for that. And maybe it's like, in the end, I realized, am I just doing this more for myself? Wait, why am I spending forever doing brows? I need to move on. Am I just doing this more for like my own peace of mind? Is this actually really helping anybody? Maybe not. I think I want to do kind of a warmy eye and keep it matte. So I did want to share with you guys that we started house hunting again. Actually, that has been occupying a good bit of time. And I know like I did another vlog about this and how it was like stressful and like why we decided to stop. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll like link it around here and also down below in the info section. And I believe I remember mentioning in that video, I was like, okay, by the time summer hits, we might like pick up the house hunting again. And we did. The demand is still very high and the houses are still pretty expensive, but it does feel like there's a bit more inventory now. So it has just felt less insane than it did before. Like, okay, this actually might be viable. Like we could possibly buy a house and let's just see what's out there. And so every day I'm like hopping on Redfin, you know, my mom being a real estate broker, she's like hopping onto the FMLS, and we have like seen quite a few houses. There was one more recently that we actually like highly considered putting an offer on. It was a really just cute, charming home. It was a Cape Cod style home. It was the kind of thing where like I actually went to look at the house twice in a day because I wanted to make sure it's like, do I love this house or do I just like the idea of it? And after looking at the house a second time, even then I was like trying to like love it. I was like, do I love it? Do I really like it? can I turn it into something I love? And it also was like on the higher end of our budget. So I was just like, you know, it starts to kick in where you're like, is this worth it? Like, do I really want it? And in the end, we're just like, no. And it's kind of sucked because it felt like it ticked off a lot of like the boxes of what we were looking for. But the kitchen did feel like pretty dark, and there just wasn't that feeling of like, this will be home, you know? Like, I think aesthetically, I was like, oh, this is nice. But like, home needs to feel like home. It needs to also be very practical. It just needs to feel good. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, we've looked at a lot of imperfect houses that I still had that feeling of like, I could see this feeling like home. And I think that's like so important. And my dad, you know, he was like, I know this is really challenging, but you need to have that feeling. And I was like, I completely agree with you, Dad. My parents they're just so experienced when it comes to the housing industry. We've moved so many times in our lifetime because like they would buy a house, then they would like fix it up and sell it. So they would flip homes, and that was actually a good way to like make money for them back then because we didn't come from money. Absolutely not. They really have worked their way up, and they're very just savvy, real estate savvy. They can just like notice like the tiniest things. Like we'll go into a home and they'll notice like the tiniest things that I would not have noticed at first glance. And that has been incredibly helpful, especially in this crazy market where you have to like decide quickly, like, do I like this house? Do I want it? Is there anything wrong with it? Mom, Dad, like, can you just take a look at it? Tell me, is there anything wrong with this house? Oh my God, it's 5:07. Okay, I really gotta go. Might have to continue this later, guys. Typically I put liner on, but I think I'm just gonna go with the eyeshadow liner today. Get some lashes, lips on, and dry the hair, and then I think we should be good to go. I'm like mentally telling myself, don't drink, or don't drink too much, because it kind of like throws me off when I drink like a lot. Like it just makes me tired, and then I feel tired like the following couple days or so. This is why a catch-up can never just be like 15-20 minutes. It's like, I literally do feel like I'm sitting down with a friend and catching up. Anytime I catch up with like a girlfriend or some friends I haven't seen in a while, I swear, we sit there and we talk for like 3 hours. Like easily, especially if I haven't seen them in a really long time. So, I don't know, I'm always thinking like, let me just turn on the camera and like catch up with them real quick. It never really works out like that. Matt came in, he was like, your makeup looks really good. It's like, sweet, thank you. I just did a really rough dry of my hair because we gotta go, and I'm probably just gonna tie it back anyway, so it's all good if it's not like perfect. Actually, you guys can kind of get a feel of like what this haircut that I don't love looks like. Actually, it doesn't look terrible right now. Of course it doesn't, you know? Like, but it does a lot like this like flippy thing because I did get layers. Okay, let's go. Chat more later. I'm sure I'm gonna watch back and be like, what was I even saying? But thank you guys. See you later. Hi, Matt.
Hi, bye.